night was endless, cold winds cutting through skin like shards of stone. Imagine standing there. No shelter, no fire, just darkness breathing around you. How did they survive? How did the first humans find warmth when the world itself seemed to reject them? And how did that small flicker of fire become the very spark that changed evolution forever? Picture yourself there, in a world before comfort, before safety, a time when the only thing between life and death was heat. And by the end of this story, you'll know how that single discovery, the art of staying warm, shaped everything that made us human. The earth then was merciless. Cold nights swept across open plains. Snow and ash fell together, and every heartbeat felt borrowed from time. Our ancestors, fragile, half-frozen silhouettes, gathered in caves, their bodies pressed close for warmth, their eyes reflecting fear and the faint hope of survival. They didn't understand fire yet. All they knew was that lightning sometimes touched the ground and the trees would burn with a terrifying light. The smell of smoke lingered in the air, mysterious, dangerous, yet somehow alive. Imagine the first time a human reached out toward it, that glowing ember trembling in the dark. It must have felt like touching the sun. Fear battled curiosity, but curiosity won, and that changed everything. As flames danced, shadows moved, and for the first time, night had color. The warmth spread, melting not just ice, but fear itself. That moment wasn't just survival, it was transformation. From then on, fire became more than heat. It became a heartbeat of community. They learned to feed it, to protect it, to carry its glow from one camp to another like sacred treasure. Because fire was life, and losing it meant death. Picture a small group, early Homo erectus, huddled beneath a rocky overhang. The wind howls, sparks rise and vanish, faces half lit in orange glow. The flames crackle softly, their sound like language waiting to be born. It wasn't just warmth they discovered, it was connection. A shared circle where fear ended and humanity began. But the story doesn't stop there. Fire gave warmth, yet warmth demanded innovation. How do you keep it when the flames die? How do you trap heat without burning? And that question began another revolution. Centuries passed. Humans moved beyond caves. They built shelters, first from branches, then from stone and hide. They learned that animal fur could hold warmth better than skin. They wrapped themselves in it, becoming both hunter and survivor. The campfire turned into the hearth. The hearth turned into home, and warmth became a symbol of belonging. But not all lands were kind. Some tribes faced endless winter, where no fire could last long enough to fight the wind. That's where creativity evolved. Imagine the Great Plains, snow sweeping across wide open fields. In the middle of that frozen silence, a shape stands, the tipi. A cone of hide and wood, built with precision, with wisdom passed through generations. Inside, the air glows amber from a small central fire. Smoke curls upward through the vent at the top. A perfect balance of warmth and breath. Here, humans didn't just survive the cold, they mastered it. The design was genius. The shape allowed heat to circulate evenly. The structure could be moved with the seasons. and every crackle of the flame carried the same ancient rhythm that began with that first spark millions of years before. From stone hearths to desert fires, from icy plains to wooden tipis, the search for warmth was never about comfort alone. It was about identity. Think about it. When early humans gathered around the fire, they didn't just warm their hands. They shared stories. They cooked together. They watched the night safely. And those simple rituals built what we now call home. Even today, we still chase that same feeling. The soft light in the dark, the gentle hum of safety, the warmth that reminds us we belong somewhere. Fire evolved, but so did we. We learned to control it, to respect it, to let it guide us through storms, through ages, through change. And yet deep down, the instinct remains to light a flame when the night grows cold, to gather close when fear creeps in, to look into the glow and see ourselves. But here's something haunting. Our greatest discovery was also our greatest danger. The same fire that saved us could destroy everything we built. Forests burned, villages vanished, and in those moments we learned humility, the cost of power. Still, we never let it go, because within that fragile light was hope, the one thing stronger than fear. Imagine now a modern home, a fireplace flickering in the corner. It's quiet. Outside, snow falls silently. Inside, a family sits together, talking, laughing, alive. Different time, same warmth, same story. That's the legacy of the first spark. It wasn't just about heat. It was about transformation, from cold to comfort, from isolation to community, from survival to civilization. Every flame today, every candle, every fire pit is a whisper from our ancestors saying, "We made it." And that whisper still echoes every time we light the dark. So, next time you sit near a fire, close your eyes for a moment. Listen to the sound, the hiss, the pop, the breath of warmth. That's not just fire. That's history. That's you. Tell me in the comments, which moment in human history do you think truly changed us forever? Because the next story might surprise you even more.